Okay guys, so here are a few setups I'm actually looking at this week. So let's actually do the analytics together. So first, let's start from BTC. Now looking at BTC, I'll just come over to the 4-hour time frame. So if we take a look at BTC, we realize that what BTC just broke out of this mini range here. You can see it just broke below here and here. So this is a mini range that BTC just broke out from on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's go down to the 1-hour time frame to look at something. But before we look at that, let me take a look at the daily time frame and see the momentum BTC actually has. So you can see that what here is old levels that I had that the market never went back to. So looking at the daily time frame on BTC, here's a very old support level where the market never went back to, as you can clearly see here. And then so let me just go back to the 1-hour time frame, since the daily time frame is showing that our BTC is selling to the downside. So looking at BTC right now, you can see it just broke below this 1-hour support. Since it broke below this 1-hour support, the only thing we are looking out for in this market is waiting for BTC to actually trade back here, give us a 15 minutes, a 1-hour fully bearish close. They'll go down to the 15-minute time frame, look for a supply level around here, and then when the market retests that supply level, then we'll get to short from there. So for BTC right now, there's nothing I can do. I'll be waiting for the market to trade back to this particular point before I can take anything. Now let's take a look at German 40. Now for German 40, last week I actually dropped this setup whereby I was waiting for the market to break out and then come back to retest. And as you can see, the market obviously broke out but did not come back to retest. And today we can see that what the market is forming another range over here. So now let me just clear this off. Now let's take a look at it on the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame, overall you can tell that the market is actually on the upside. You can see it's a clear uptrend on the daily time frame. It's a clear uptrend, and we've not getting the third touch on this particular line. So let me just get that off. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. And looking at the 4-hour, we can see that what this is an old resistant level, so that is none of our business at this point. We have this new resistance here, 4-hour resistance, and then alongside this 4-hour support level. Now I'm actually going to refine it using the line chart. Perfect. Now let me go back to the candlestick. So we have these two levels here on German 40. Now let me go down to the 1-hour time frame. Now looking at the 1-hour time frame, you can see that the market is actually sitting at the 4-hour resistance, which is also the same as the 1-hour resistance level. Now on the 1-hour time frame, let me just drag this across. It's better off when it's crossing off like this. Yeah. So then when I go down to the 15 minutes, let me take a look at what has happened on the 15 minutes. You can see the market came back to retest here and it's actually selling downwards, and during this process of selling downwards, start taking out the previous bearish level here. You can see it has taken out this previous bearish level. So I'm going to wait for something on German 40 right now, which is actually sitting on here. So on German 40, I'll be waiting for the market to actually trade there. So I'm going to keep an alert there. If the market actually comes here to retest on the 15-minute time frame and they give me a 15-minute bearish close, I'm just going to take a sell right here like this. So I'm going to take a sell like this on it. Very simple and straightforward. So this is the kind of sell I'll actually take on German 40 in case the market. Now for those of you who don't know, German 40 is the same as DAX as well. So whether German 40 or DAX, it doesn't really matter. That is the same name that they actually use. So on the 15-minute time frame, I'll be waiting for the market to come back here and they give me a 15-minute bearish close, and I'm actually going to take a sell. So guys, hold on, let me show you something really quick. So for me, I'm actually trading a 50k prop account. As you can see, 50k live prop account. That's what I'm actually trading. Last week I didn't really get much trade except of that GBPUSD that later came to hit my break even before going to my direction. And today also I'm also going to be trading that particular prop account. Now the prop account I'm trading, I actually got it off Blue Guardian prop firm. So Blue Guardian is one of the best prop firms out there based on my experience so far with them, and I recently started using them, so I'm also going to give my verdict always and tell you how long I've actually used that particular program. So they've been around for quite a long time. You can go check their history, you can go on X and then take a look at them on prop firm. They are rated 4.6/5 and 4.9 on Google rating as well. So they are one of the best prop firms out there. That they also run a very good promo. Now you see, take a look at this, their account size. This 100k standard accounts, instead of you to pay $300 for it, now with their promo you're actually going to get it for just $180. If I come over to the Forex side and I go to their two-step standard account, you see this account size here, the 100k costs $578, but with the promo going on right now you can get it for just $347. Now all you need to do is simply click on the link that's available in this video description and also probably in the pinned comment as well, and then you can come grab any account size from here. You can see their 10k account costs $94, but now you can get it for just $56, and their 25k account costs $192. Now you can get it for $115. So guys, in case you're looking for a reliable prop firm to actually trade with, I trade with Blue Guardian prop firm. Now in case you're looking for a broker as well, I trade with Light Finance. The link will be down in the video description. Light Finance is also a great broker, and as someone who is not good at trading, whether you're a beginning trader or with your copy trading feature, you can actually copy other profitable traders on the platform and also make money as well. No analytics needed, just go there, click on copy on their trades, and it will start running on your own personal account. So now back to our setup. So still waiting on German 40 to actually come and trigger here, but we can't see it here. So let's take a look at another market. So now the next market we have is actually the US oil. So I'm also going to take a look at it on the 4-hour time frame first. Now taking a look at US oil on the 4-hour time frame, let me take a look at the daily time frame to be more convinced. Now you can see on the daily time frame the market actually is way below this particular level here, and at the same time you can see it's bouncing off this old mini resistance here. So on US oil right now we can be looking for a buying opportunity, so we'll be targeting a buying opportunity at this point. So now for that I'll go down to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame here, let's take a look at some key levels, and we can notice that what the market is actually moving up from this particular level here. So it broke out of it, came back to retest, and is buying off at the moment. And that means that we've already missed the retest. So for US oil right now, the only thing I'm waiting for, if I have to go into this market, is I'll drop down to the 15-minute time frame and see how it looks. Now we have this breakout structure here. I actually don't look at the wicks, I look at the body. We have this breakout structure here, and then we have another breakout structure here, and then another breakout structure right here. So this is how US oil is actually looking to me right now. So personally for me, I wait for a serious crash in this market. Yeah, when I said a serious crash, I mean it. I wait for a serious crash to come down here. So I'm going to look forward to trade it from here. So if it trades down here, give me a 15-minute bullish close, then I'm actually going to consider a buy, and then I'll be targeting this recent high. So I'm waiting for this market to actually come here, because it will obviously come here. It's an LTA level, which is a low traffic area, so the market will actually come down and then trigger here. Then I'll be looking for a buy. So let me just keep my alerts there whilst waiting for the market. Now this is silver. Last week we had a setup on silver. The market came close but did not trigger our entry before actually selling off. So looking at silver right now, there's nothing I'm actually going to do, because it's just sitting down there. Because it's just sitting down here. It hasn't been able to sweep this previous low or taking out this previous high, so we can't say we are looking for buys or sell. Next up is US 30. Now looking at it on the 1 hour, on the daily time frame, we can see that it's a pure buy. So looking at it on the 4-hour time frame, it's also having this bullish momentum. But first, let's have this down. That's the previous level broken. Let's go back to the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame, this previous level broken is actually right here. So since the market is sitting below here on the daily time frame, we can say the market is on the bearish side at the moment, because this is the previous high. The market failed to take out the high. After getting here, it made a serious crash downwards. So now we'll go down to the 4-hour time frame and do some refinements. On the 4-hour time frame here, this is the high we have. But one thing with me is that I always trust the daily level more than the 4-hour level. So looking at US30 right now, I'll be looking forward to set this market if the market can actually trade to this previous level here. See, I'll be waiting for it at this level. Now if you go and mark this level here, there's a chance the level will hold, and there's also a high chance that the level will not hold, because here is the main daily level right here. So if the daily level is right here, the chance of this place actually holding is quite risky. So I'll be waiting for it on the daily swing instead. So if this market is able to trade here, let me just mark it out like this. Let me change it to levels. So if the market is able to trade in here and they give me a bearish close, then I'll consider taking my opportunity from here. Any other thing other than that, I'm actually not looking at it. So my outlook on US30 is also bearish. So US30, it's also bearish. Let's take a look at this. This is USD JPY 4-hour time frame. Let's take a look at the daily. Now looking at it here right now, it's like the market is actually hitting an all-timer level at 163 at the moment. So it's currently slowing down there. So the original market trend, we can say, is still an uptrend, because the market didn't take out this daily low when it fell down. But then on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the market is actually dancing off here. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, here was the highest point the market created, and the market went ahead and then took out this swing low here. So this actually turned the market from an uptrend into a downtrend. Now the market tried reversing back upward, and during the process, the market created what we call a market shift to the upside here. But this is an internal market shift, since it couldn't take out the original high. So we are going to skip that particular market shift and focus on this break of structure the market created here, back to the downside. So on USD JPY as well, it's looking bearish to me. So this is a market shift I will be considering on the 4-hour time frame that is actually facing downwards. So now I'll go down to the 1 hour from here. Now looking at the 1 hour here, we can clearly tell that here is a support level that the market broke out of. Now let me go down to the line chart, and then okay, I got it perfectly well on the line chart, and I come back here, and then here is a resistance level that I will consider. Okay, and you can see that on the 1 hour time frame, the market has already come back to retest the level. So I'll go down to the 15-minute. So the 15-minute is where I take my entries. Now looking at this 15-minute right now, we can't actually take anything here. I will still need the market to actually come back here, create a convincing level, and then look for other system to actually play out. Looking at it right now, there's nothing I can actually advise on this market, because this long week here might take out here, but I don't actually use weeks to mark my levels, because on the 15-minute time frame, I'm waiting for a clear market to change direction before I do anything. So looking at this one right now, there's nothing I can do unless this market comes here and then keep ranging here and then create another mini support and resistance. Then I'm actually going to consider a sell from the bet. If you want my overall market recommendation, I would say this market is pretty much bearish, so selling is the best option. Now let's take a look at this as well. This CAD JPY, you can see. So I think all JPY markets are actually looking for sales this week. Let's take a look at gold. Now good, I have the support level that I actually marked on good. The market is just dancing around it on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see the market is just making noise around here on good. So I'm also going to skip good. AUD USD, I've already checked it, nothing. This GBP JPY, you can see on GBP JPY I also have a sell setup. Now let me come down to the 1 hour time frame so you see. You can see on the 1 hour time frame here, the market created this level here. You can see it has broken below it, came back down, but hasn't been able to come back and retest. So I'm actually waiting for a retest on it. So if I can get a retest here on the 1 hour time frame and I get a 15-minute close, a 1 hour close, that means if I go down to the 15-minute time frame, I'll actually get a 15-minute change of character to actually look for my sales from. So even on GBP JPY, I'll be looking forward to taking sales from here. But if the market breaks above here, then I'll be looking forward to take buys from this top over here. So now Euro USD, I'm waiting for this market to come and take out this low. On Euro USD, I don't want to buy. The reason is simple. It's still very much bearish on the daily time frame, so I don't want to look for buys in this market, not at all. You can see on the daily time frame we are still very much bearish, so I'm only considering taking sales in this market, and I don't want to take anything in buys. And GBP JPY, there is no clear opportunity because the market is actually dancing at this. The market is dancing at this daily order block. Here's a daily order block that the market is currently dancing from. So for that reason, I really don't want to do anything. But if you ask me to tell you what I think in this market, you can actually take a sell on this market and it will pretty much sell on the daily time frame. Why? Because on the daily time frame here, you have your market shift sitting here. You have your break of structure right here. And then the market just came back to retest this order block. So it's pretty much a very bearish market on the daily time frame. By taking this trade on the daily time frame, you need a very decent stop loss position. So let me take a look at how many pips right there. It's like 60 pips stop loss, 69 pips stop loss position. That's kind of wild. And you take it at a target about, that would be 190 pip, because that is times 3. Okay, 90. Wait, sorry, forget my mouth. Why? So let me get this and then mark it from here. That's about 242 pips in return. So it's actually a worthy trade on the daily time frame, but I don't trade on the daily time frame, so basically I can't do any single thing right here, so I'll just leave it like that. You can see on my trading hours it's not really looking that good for me, but if you're a daily time frame trader, well, you can look for the sell side as well. So that's all the market will actually have. So my main point of interest is actually on this US 30, I say German 40 of 18. I really have a serious interest here. Let me go down to the 15-minute time frame. So my main point of interest this week is looking at this German 40. If I can get a retest here, I'm actually going to take this sell. So it will be a solid 1:10 if it actually plays out perfectly. So guys, this is my own personal market setup for this week. Let me know whatever setup you have done in the comment section. And in case you want to take all the trades with me, do well to join my Telegram community, link available in the video description.